like at the Rab Wilhelm, Anani.
Baruch Hashem, a new shul is being built. Harchivi Makim B'Halech. Anyways, you're in a rush. You let me out of shul. And as I walked into shul here, somebody says, Rabbi Wilhelm, this week's Parshas told us. What did they tell us? Told us. You get it? It's your type of joke. So let's make the Rebbe always wanted a Hira from a Parsha that we should come up with a lesson. Now, this week is also Shabbos Mevarchim Chodesh Kislev, and I want to share with you a vart that Reb Hirsch Miriminov said. The vart is on the Haftarah that we mentioned not long ago. V'Amelech Zakim Baba Yomim. David HaMelech is getting old, and he wasn't staying warm, so they tried to bring clothing to warm him. It didn't work. So the tzaddik interpreted this pasuk. V'Amelech Zakim David HaMelech. David HaMelech is Malka Mashiach. Mashiach is getting old. He's ready to come. He's waiting. He's getting old, and he's not coming. Why? Because we try to bring begarden, we try to bring garments. Every mitzvah Yid does is another garment, but the garments are not warming Mashiach ready to come. It's not doing the job. Why? Because we're not doing the mitzvahs with warmth, with enthusiasm. So my bracha is, this is the month of Kislev. With the month of Kislev is Chanukah, light, warmth, Yutas Kislev, Chasidus. So this is the month that will tip the scale, because we'll all commit to do, not only continue doing Torah mitzvahs, but doing more warmth and more lebedikkeit and more interest, and that will tip the scale and hopefully bring Mashiach. The Veld also says that the Kislev is a combination of two words, Kislev, pocket, kiss is a pocket, and lev with heart. The Eibishter will bless every Yid to have full pockets and have a good heart to share it and teach others and give others only good. All right, so this week's Parsha, we find the contrast between the two of Yaakov and Esav. Right from the beginning, the pasuk says that Rivka sees v'hine taimim bevitna. Says Rashi, taimim means twins. The reason we usually spell taimim, twins, te'umim, with the aleph. Over here it's without an aleph. Says Rashi, they are far from identical twins. They're opposites. Yaakov is a ish tam yoshev v'halim, is a learner, sincere, and Esav is a lowlife, ish sada, a person, a hunter, opposites. So because of that, the word Toimim is missing a letter. Why the letter Aleph? Why the letter Aleph? Why couldn't it miss another letter? So I heard a pshat that the letter Aleph, we know this from the story, the verse from the Alter Rebbe. The Rebbe would quote that the letter Aleph is a combination of three letters really: a Yud on the top, a Yud on the bottom, and a Vav in the middle. So if there is a Yid on top, a right, and a Yid to the left, and there's something that combines the two, something that they join forces with, then the Aleph is there. But if you have people like Yaakov on the right and Esav on the left, there's no joining effect. So therefore, the letter Aleph is missing. That's why that letter is missing. When two Yidden get along and two Yidden do the same thing, then not only it's a Aleph, it's Yud K, twice Vav K, because it's 26. Two Yuds and the Vav, it brings the Shechina Shruya B'neihem. Now, it looks like, many people ask, what does it mean that Yitzchak was fooled? Rivka likes Yaakov, obviously Yaakov was the goody-goody. And Yitzchak was fooled, Kitzayid Befiv. There's many interpretations. Tell me, Esav was fooling his father with the Nadish Shailas. The Rebbe has a sikha about this also. But I lately came across another pshat. Kitzayid Befiv is Yitzchak wasn't fooled. Yitzchak knew exactly who Esav was. But Yitzchak said to himself, I'm going to overcome my anger and my distrust of Esav, and I'm going to be nice to him anyways, despite who he is, because he's fought my son, and I'm going to use that as Tzayit Befiv. I'm going to use that as a food for the way. What does it mean? If somewhere down the line, Chas v'sholom, there's another Yid who's misbehaving, Yitzchak will say, hey Hashem, I overcame my anger on my son Yitzchak, on my son Esav. Shouldn't you overcome your anger? So Yitzchak swallowed this anger of his son Esav, so it should be as food for him to be able to defend Yidden throughout the generation. It's a nice, beautiful word. So now later, this challenge between Yaakov and Esav comes later. Yaakov gets the b'chayra. Yaakov wants to get the brachas. So there's a whole game going on. Rivka sets up Yaakov to come get the brachas. And Yitzchak is a little not sure. Is it really Esav? Is it Yaakov? So to make a long story short, Yitzchak was getting mixed messages.
Make a short story long.
Okay, Yitzchak was getting mixed messages. Is this really Esav, or is this Yaakov? Hakoil Yaakov, vayadayim midei Esav. So there's a bunch of things going on until Yitzchak is convinced it's Yaakov. What convinced it? We all know there are 5 senses. A person has 5 senses. The 5 senses are the sense of smell, the sense of hearing, the sense of seeing, the sense of taste and touch, and the sense of taste. Yeah, I said them all 5. So when the initial thing came, Yitzchak was convinced. He had 1 against 1. He says, "Hakoil Yaakov, vayadayim yidei Esav." So right away he says, give me some food. Bring me some food so I should be able to give you a bracha. What was that? Because the food, Esav played the game as a big baal kibbud avim. He would make his father yummy food every day. So Yitzchak brought food. Yaakov brought food. He wanted to see the taste, and really, it says that the Esav used to bring him always a deer. Yaakov brought goat. So Rashi says the taste of those 2 meats taste the same. So Yitzchak shouldn't be able to figure it out. So the Sipporinu asks that's only for somebody that doesn't have the deer meat every day. So it can mistake this for that. But Yitzchak, if he had it so often, easily could have tasted the difference. So therefore Rashi says a malach came along and also brought wine. Because when he gave his father a little wine to drink, even somebody like Yitzchak shouldn't be able to taste the difference between deer meat and goat meat. So that he wasn't sure. Then it came to obviously the seeing he couldn't do, because it says Rahman al-San, he became blind. So he tried to taste it. Hayadayim midei Esav, Hakoil Yaakov, and then he says, "Come over," and it says he smelled him. And he says, Reach kereach hasada. Now, what's the reach hasada? Because he's wearing this big day Esav hachamudos, and Esav, as good as he was to change his clothes from when he came home from hunting, he always smelled like a hunter. So when Yitzchak saw the tipping of everything is starting to lean towards, all senses are starting to be tilted to this is Esav, Reach hasada, a feldmensch. He hangs out like he's out there in the field, he's a hunter, and the taste tastes like Esav's food, and the Yadayim is Yadei Esav. So that was what tilted Yitzchak to feel comfortable to give the brachas, and the Eibishter should give all of us the brachas of V'yiten L'cha Elokim Yitain V'yachzer V'yiten.
Shukah.